ready, and they're off and racing for the Caroline White birthday celebration handicap once again. We're over the 10 furlongs, and Engrave got away well and leads in the early stages, but it's just a little bit keen in the hands of Rose Dawes. Absolute Ruler, the red jacket, racing in second, then the orange cap of Fast Style, followed then by the sheepskin noseband of Jenson Benson. The last two are Tara Vara and Giorgio Vasari. But it's Engrave, who again is just pulling somewhat in the opening stages of this race. Was the obvious leader on paper, but isn't doing so particularly calmly at the moment, certainly giving Rose Dawes quite the experience out in front. Absolute Ruler racing in second, getting a nice toe into this in the hands of Jason Watson. Then Fast Style, followed then on the outer by Jenson Benson, and then the last two, Tara Vara and Giorgio Vasari. So they're making their way onto the back straight. This Engrave has pulled herself on into an even bigger advantage. She's 4 or 5 lengths to the good now. Over in second position, Fast Style, who's just gone past Absolute Ruler. Gap of then 2 to Jenson Benson. Giorgio Vasari now last but 1, and at the rear of the field is Tara Vara. Inside the final 5 furlongs they go, and it's Engrave, who's been pretty hard to handle in the early stages, but is in good form at the moment. Leads to Fast Style, who's racing in second. Absolute Ruler just being nudged along on the outside. Then Jenson Benson, Giorgio Vasari gets a little bit closer, and Tara Vara, the yellow and blue, is at the rear of the field. So they're turning out of the back straight now, heading towards the final 3 furlongs, and it's Engrave who's out in front by a length or so to Fast Style, who's poised in second. Absolute Ruler now being driven along. Jenson Benson is now pulled out for a run. Giorgio Vasari is getting closer with every stride as well, and then Tara Vara making the swing for home. Just over 2 furlongs left to go. Engrave is trying to find something out in front, but has done plenty in the run. So on the outside, Fast Style, who's now making headway. Here comes Jenson Benson down the centre of the track, followed then by Tara Vara, then Giorgio Vasari and Absolute Ruler. Inside the final furlong they go. Action happening down the centre of the track, and it's Jenson Benson who's gone back on to Engrave, who's battling over on the far side. Jenson Benson and Engrave. Engrave is trying hard to get back up, but Jenson Benson's got just too much. Jenson Benson beats Engrave, followed then by Fast Style and Tara Vara.
Jenson Benson wins for the 4th time here at Chelmsford and just overhauls Engrave, who's been so gallant in defeat. But Jenson Benson had that little bit too much in the closing stages, and I don't think Engrave helped her chance by being a little bit fresh in the early stages of the race. The front two have drawn clear of the very strongly travelling Fast Style, but he didn't really find much when push came.